Entaratasta, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kaelaris, and today I'm going to bring you a PvP game from my ladder matches. I haven't brought you a game of myself in quite a while, so I thought I would just kind of bring this as... It's not an especially entertaining epic match or whatever and things like that, but I thought it was quite amusing to a certain degree, as I suck in it. Well, I do suck to a certain extent, but... it doesn't matter anyway. Anyway, this time, as I said before, it's going to be a PvP against ShowTime and Kaelaris. And my probes looking very idle there. Oh no, I sent him out in on the now. What am I on about? God damn it. Anyway, yeah, one or two announcements. Very quickly approaching the 700 subscriber mark, which is fantastic. Big thank you to everybody who's subscribed and everybody who watches my videos. You guys are awesome. And also, it's my girlfriend's birthday tomorrow, so I'm not going to be doing I'm definitely not going to be doing any casts tomorrow. So sorry about that. That sucks a little bit, but hey, she's fantastic, and it's her 21st birthday, so that's all good. And I'm pretty sure there's like a picture of her. There's a picture of her on one of my vids. If anybody knows where my first hater is posting all his comments, there's like a picture link to my girlfriend there who's absolutely gorgeous, so you should probably check her out. And for anybody who starts saying, oh, you just pulled that off the internet, that's not really your girlfriend, I've got tons more pictures of her, especially of ones with her, and yeah, so screw you if you're going to be like that or whatever. So yeah, it's funny stuff. Anyway, we do see this pro being quite obnoxious in my base, as well as my pro being obnoxious in his base out on a rally point, because I got quite lazy over the past couple of days when it comes to scouting. But hey, it doesn't matter too much. This game was played around, I'm about 1.6k diamond at the moment. I've still got a quite healthy bonus pool, I really should dig into that at some point. And I believe ShowTime was about 1.5k diamond, so yeah, it's a pretty standard PvP, to be honest with you. I'm throwing down my 7 edge core on 18, very kind of standard. Should be getting a Zella out at any point, anytime soon. And his probe's just dancing around in my base. Although I mean, even this is really lazy, this whole like waypoint system thing, it's really kind of APM friendly in essence. I mean, if you don't have too much of an APM or whatever, and I don't say that I've got a mega APM or whatever, that's just ridiculous. In fact, let's have a look. That's terrible. Oh well, it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, these are just chill out kind of ladder games. I try and keep my APM in essence as low as possible. I don't spam or anything like that. I just do the basic moves that are required in the game, because you see a lot of people spamming at the start of the game and it's like, what's the point? I understand it's to keep the hands warm and things like that, and that's all fine for when the battles really heat up or whatever, but you know, I'm only 1.6k diamond, so you know, things aren't going to get that intense. And if things do get that intense, I'm pretty quick anyway. I'm a good player, I suppose. So it doesn't matter too much. Anyway, back to the game. I am grabbing my warp gate technology, as is he, and I'm throwing down my second gateway, just pumping a few sentries out here. What I like to do is, pretty much in every game, against every race in fact, unless the opponent is going to be applying early pressure, but I'm just scouting around because he isn't really applying much pressure right now. I just like to keep pumping out sentries, and then for expanding, as that's normally just the game I play. I like being able to control any kind of pushes with force fields coming along, as I've got quite proficient with force fields recently. And to be honest, I just love sentries in general. My probe did just die there, but his died a lot longer ago, so it's okay. And oh my god, what is with this frame rate? Seriously, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Just had to close a few programs. Anyway, as you can see, I am kind of boosting out my warp gate technology. These gates are going to be coming up. Well, this gate came up just at the right time for this one, and this one will be coming up anytime soon. And as you can see in the base of my opponent, he's going a 4-gate push. Nothing too different there. You see this all the freaking time. And I always find being able to fend off 4-gate pushes very easy for me. I can't remember losing to a 4-gate in a long time. In fact, the amount of diamond players you see using 4-gate, and then just like, you just think to yourself, oh god, get out of here. Ah, bloody stupid. No offense, yeah, 4-gate's, you know, perfectly fine tactic, especially if you want to apply a lot of early pressure, but it just doesn't work. The timing of it against people that know it's coming or whatever, it just doesn't work at all. So now he's poking around with this Zealot and Stalker. I'm going to be reinforcing with this Stalker here. But at this point he has 3 units in front of my base against my 5, which I also have sentries, so I can just block off things. And I will see this push coming anytime soon, and I'm going to be able to block it quite easily with my units. Although that being said, this expansion is going to be in a spot of a bad position if I do keep it up whilst he does attack. So maybe I should actually be moving my units down. Actually, no, I shouldn't. So I'm going to be throwing a pylon down there, but I do see that this force is moving in, so I decided not to put it down. And as you can see, he has seen my expansion, so he's just going to be I'm going to be cancelling that. And I'm going to be force fielding his units there, choking a lot of long-range Guardian shield up in order to be able to get as much damage, but he can take out that section. So that's focus firing. So I should be throwing another Guardian shield up realistically, but I don't. But I have killed quite a few of his units. He is trying to reinforce with these Stalkers now. So he's just doing this stupid ass 4-gate push, but it doesn't work against Protoss that has a frigging sentry. It just doesn't work. So now seeing that my expansion has been thwarted, and I'm at this point I'm a bit scared because he's got me contained effectively. I mean, I probably could. No, I couldn't. I couldn't go down the ramp because I assumed he had a sentry that would just force field the ramp as soon as half of my army got down there. So I did see those units from this high ground, although he doesn't see how many units I have. And in desperation, in inverted commas, I have thrown down another 2 gateways in order to be able to reinforce, since I knew that he was going for a 4-gate kind of build. Although, that being said now, behind this push he has thrown down his expansion, so if I don't do something quickly in this game, I'm going to be really far behind. If that expansion is allowed to keep going. Did get a few pot shots up on that sentry, but nothing too major. Just took a little bit of his shields down with the 10 damage each from the Stalker shots. And now just warping in these warp gates in order to be able to reinforce this position even more. Now, he has invested quite a lot in this Nexus up here, so he doesn't have as many units as I thought he did have down here. But as I said, if I just went down the ramp, he would just force field, and then it'd just be like, I can't get down, this is rubbish. But as you can see, I do have Hallucination up, and I'm going to be sending a Phoenix into his base to have a look around. I love Hallucination. It's so amazing. It has won me many a game, and I've protest on the forums that Hallucination is fantastic and people underestimate it. So I have seen now that he does have these 4 warp gates up and this robotics facility as well. I really should be moving this Phoenix over in the direction of his natural, but by this time I already imagined he would have a natural base up and running anytime soon. So at this point I'm sending a few of these Zealots down to have a look around. I think he was going to try and do a push up, and I did hallucinate those in order to be able to do a kind of meat shield effect. And I do have a lot of Stalkers now at this point, so I'm wondering if people can predict what's going to happen here, because that'd be fantastic. If you can predict, put it in the comments below, and yeah, of course you're going to see it very, very soon, but yeah, it'd be cool to see if people knew what I was going to do at this point. So, again, throwing down these Zealots in order to see what's going on. One Zealot getting a bit strange, and running down himself as well. And he does have a Twilight Council going up now, but I also have a Twilight Council. So did you predict what I was going to do? I really hope you did. That'd be cool. That'd be fantastic. So yeah, I've just got quite a big force up here at this point, and I think the folly of ShowTime at this point is he's not adding enough units to here. He's expecting, you know, if I do move down, he can just go force field, yeah, and win the game. But I'm going to speed this up a little bit because it's a bit boring at this point. We do see a few Immortals in production from ShowTime at this point, just moving units down here. He really should have more gates up. He's got a lot of minerals stacked up at this point. He does have an Observer seeing what I have up here, and at this point, you know, he should see the 5 gateways and really think that, to reinforce this more. I mean, these sentries have a lot of energy granted for force fields, and that would make for a really good kind of counter to what I would be doing. But as you can see, I have researched Blink, and this is going to be brutal. Let's try and get into it. I have hallucinated a few Colossi in order to try and make my opponent focus fire. He is going to do a force field there, but it doesn't prove any effect, as I did link down with all those Stalkers, and I'm going to be ripping up the units here. I wish these Zealots would get out of where they are currently. And, oh, mine is whispering me, casting. And busy. So, yes, we see there that I have thwarted the containment, and quite effectively as well. I did expect him to have a lot more units down there, but he just didn't. So now these Colossi are going to disappear just like a kill rope, and they disappear. That was like perfect timing. That was so cool. So I wonder as to whether he thought that the Colossi were real or not, but I doubt he did think they were real, since they didn't actually destroy the force fields that were on the ramp that they were stood right on top of. So indeed. But now I'm just pushing up here with these units. I've thrown down a pylon in order to be able to reinforce as quickly as possible, and he does have a robo there at the moment. So he does have one immortal coming out and a few more slots. These two gateways here are a bit premature. He should have had these up a lot earlier, and as you can see now, I'm just raining havoc down on the base of Protoss, even though I'm Protoss and I probably shouldn't do because that's stupid. Anyway, yeah, so that's going to be that game really. I'm just speeding up. Watch the destruction in super fast motion. Nice force field, but he only catches one stalker, blinking that away to make sure I can save it. And it seems like his expansion is going down. He is trying to throw down an expansion at this location, but it's not going to through to any beam. Blinking up again, trying to get as many as possible. That's going to be GG there on, ladies and gents. So yeah, I thought I'd bring you that to see, to show you what you should do if you're contained, because you should react quicker than I did actually. My Twilight Council blinked down a lot slower than it should have done, and also ShowTime is he should have had more units out. It would have won, in my opinion. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to go and do another cast, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and just check out my page in general. See you.